Hi everyone, today I'll be making shish barak. I've started with 1 kilo of plain flour in a bowl with a tablespoon of salt and 2 cups of water. I'm now going to knead the dough. Once my dough has formed, I'm going to put it aside while I prepare my other ingredients. I'm now going to prepare the filling for my dough in a separate bowl. I have 500 grams of beef mince. To this I've added 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of Lebanese 7 spices, 1/4 cup of melted butter, and then I'm also going to get 2 onions, which I'm going to grate on the coarse side, and some fresh mint, which I'm going to chop finely. I'm now adding the grated onions and the mint to the mince, and I'm going to give them a good mix. Here my stuffing is ready, and I'm going to put it aside and get the next ingredient ready. I have about 8 cloves of garlic, and I'm going to add a tablespoon of salt to this and crush them in my mortar and pestle. Once they're all crushed, I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Give that a good mix and put it aside until we're ready to use it. I'm now going to show you how we stuff the dough. I have a few trays that I've prepared with some flour on them. I've also got my dough and a small cookie cutter. This one is about the size of a 50-cent coin. I've also got a shaker with some flour inside and a rolling pin. And now we're ready to go. I'm now going to put flour on my bench and start rolling the dough. I'm just separating the dough and making smaller portions at a time. Roll out the dough into a big circle and then use the cookie cutter to make small circles in the dough. This is the thickness you want the dough to be. Once I've cut all the circles out, I'm ready to start stuffing the dough. With the round piece of dough in your hands, you want to get about 1/4 teaspoon of the stuffing and place it in the center of the circle. You're now going to fold over one side of the circle to the other side and pinch it together until it is all sealed. Once all the edges are sealed, you're going to grab the 2 corners and pull them around and pinch them together, just like this. I'll show you again. So another piece of dough with 1/4 teaspoon of the filling inside the center. Pull over one side of the dough to the other side and pinch them together. Once it's all sealed, grab the 2 corners and pull them across each other and pinch them. Should look like a little hat. Continue this step until all the dough is complete. I have made 1 kilo of dough because I'm going to make batches in the freezer, so it's ready to make when I need it. If you want to make less or more, you can. With the dough cutouts, just join them all together at the end and roll them out again. I'm now going to glad wrap these trays and put them in the freezer until we're ready to use them. After they've been frozen, you can then separate them into batches in the freezer into Ziploc bags. In my pot, I've put 6 cups of Greek yogurt or pot set yogurt, a tablespoon of salt, and 2 tablespoons of corn flour. I'm also going to add about 5 cups of water to this. This is the most important step, whisking the yogurt all the way through and mixing it until it starts to boil. You don't want to stop mixing because if you do, before it boils, it will split. Once it starts to boil, I've put 2 tablespoons of dried mint and the garlic that we crushed earlier. Give it another mix, and then we're going to also add half a cup of washed rice. I've used basmati, but you can use any rice you like. Give it another mix and then let this simmer for about 10 minutes. You want it on a low temperature. Once you can see it boiling like this, you're ready to put in your dough. The dough is straight from the freezer and into the pot. Once they're all in, you want it to boil on a low temperature for about 20 more minutes. After this, your shish barak is ready to serve. It's a comforting meal on those cold nights, and the whole family will enjoy it. Thank you again for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share this with your family and friends.